This is the app called Aspect Health. You start off with a health coach introducing herself and telling you how things are going to work. What they basically want you to do with this continuous glucose monitor, they want you to collect as much data as possible for the 2 weeks that continuous glucose monitor works. What you start doing is you just start recording all your meals. I've been doing it for a month. So I have 2 sets of continuous glucose monitors because then I just did more data. So this is an example. I had a low carb bagel. How much it totally spiked my blood sugar. It spiked it so high. I've never had it that high since monitoring, but the fact it was a low carb bagel, oh my gosh, right? Well, then you just kind of keep going on. For example, eggs with coffee and cream keeps your blood sugar pretty stable, which is really nice. Here's an example. I had a half a Panera chicken salad sandwich, half, which is basically 1 slice of bread, and that spiked me pretty good. So on that day, I didn't eat the salad part inside the bread first. I just ate the whole thing together. That was bad for my body. My body's like, nope, I can't handle that. I'll have to experiment with that another time. Here's another one, cauliflower pizzas. I get them at Costco, and they're supposed to be 2 net carbs. It's got like cheese and sauce. Spiked me, not horribly, but it kept me spiked for a while. So that was just weird. My body couldn't come down from that. And so then it gave that number a 4. So again, that was an example of a low carb meal that I would have anytime. Tuna salad. So I had a tuna salad and a bit of soy sauce. Well, the soy sauce was sweet. It spiked me a little bit. Here's an example of where I did experiment. I had Chipotle. I didn't have any rice, but I did have black beans. What I did is I ate all the chicken and all the fiber, and then I ate the black beans last. You can see that it only spiked me a little bit. So that's kind of cool. You can see I was working hard to make sure I'm on 10s and 9s. She was like, okay, that's how you start to experiment the days that I work to have carbs, but that it won't spike me. She's like, you need more carbs, but I'm going to have you put it with protein. So this day, I added protein powder with oats. You can see that it was like, So like one of these times, I need to just do regular oats and just see what it does. However, I will show you, I recently did this one where not a day that I work, I put the zero, it's like it's protein, right? It's all protein, the yogurt. I put the oats in it because I was experimenting. My body spiked it more than it should have. Well, I wasn't working that day. My body's like, you don't need carbs to basically wrestle 100 people. Here's the other thing you can do when you have Apple Watch or Fitbit. You can pair your compatible programs like MyFitnessPal, your Oura Ring, Peloton. It's really neat that it does pairing with other applications to continue to give you ultimate feedback. And then this is a neat little feature. Most people don't understand what's going on with their glucose, and this was a great chart to help you see, okay, ideal if I do not have my blood sugar go over 130, because then fat accumulation happens. I was having that situation occur consistently because of my stress. I wasn't eating properly on time or enough. And yeah, I was just having carbs here and there and not being smart about when I had carbs. I was starting to develop belly fat. My numbers were over 130 consistently. In the month that I was working on my blood sugar management, I started to see my numbers stay around the 100 to 110 range, and my belly fat is starting to shrink. I'm very excited about that. Overall, I'm going to work on my next phase of getting my blood sugar into 80s and 90s consistently so that I do not have to worry about insulin resistance and I can have my blood sugar numbers improve, because I want long-term health and I want great metabolic health also. Your coach will do experiments with you in terms of foods. My coach sent me ideas on nourishing breakfasts, eating consistently, mindful habits. She's really having me work on a lot of stress reduction because I have such high stress as an occupation. It's very physically demanding, and that's one of the things that we're seeing, that because I'm very physical with my job, it has been elevating my blood sugar. I love the glucose-friendly snack ideas. Sometimes you just don't know what to eat and you just need ideas, which is really exciting. I like the easy breakfast ideas. Those all look really good. I like the easy lunch and simple dinner ideas. And great because they even link recipes. They did a very thorough job with this app to make you feel like you are not alone. It's really good ideas. You get great coach feedback. My coach was wonderful at communication. I loved being able to take the pictures of my food and see what numbers they were coming in at. When you are done with the 2 weeks of glucose data, they run a report for you. This is really neat. It takes you through what your goals were. I'm sharing with you pretty surprising information for my own self. This shows me that my fasting glucose and average daily glucose were not the best. I love this because I knew something was off with my body. I was going through a lot of stress in the last year. Makes sense why I was gaining fat, wasn't having good energy, and I was creating some insulin resistance. I am very excited to keep moving forward to make sure that I can get these numbers under control. I consider myself a pretty healthy person. However, for me, this was a game changer in helping me realize I have some stress I need to work on. What I love about the 21-day program, you can choose to continue your monthly plan with them, and you get another glucose monitor sent every 2 weeks, 45-minute consultations with your coach every month, 2 of them. Have some integration with your devices, smartwatch, and you can have clinical testing to see if you have other metabolic factors like thyroid or hormones or vitamin D or anemia. That's a really neat feature with the Aspect Health. I don't think other companies are doing things like that, so that's why I'm loving this company and their approach. Anyone can do this, and you're going to get wonderful feedback on how to better your health and prevent major diseases. If you want to sign up with Aspect Health, you can get 10% off using my code FAITHFAMILY. I will put the links of everything you need to know to go ahead and get yourself signed up with this amazing program from Aspect Health.